we are 10 minutes away from the parks panel. Or according to Rob, 25 minutes away because he said Disney Plus started late, so hopefully this will. Okay, crazy, give me your craziest prediction right now.
My craziest prediction?
Yeah, that probably won't happen.
Star Wars Hotel opens 2020.
Whoa. That's a good one.
Less than a year away.
My crazy prediction is the Spaceship Earth Reno is just roller coaster. Just a roller coaster inside of it.
Narrated by Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, I think you're saying Neil deGrasse Tyson because space, but yeah, sure, Neil Patrick Harris. We just hired him for everything, so why not?
So, do we have any Parks fans in the house?
Woo!
All right, so for all you fans, I hope you've been enjoying this D23 Expo, which has been filled with exciting announcements about all the new stories coming your way from our studios, our media networks, and of course, Disney Plus.
Woo!
Announcements by telling you about an all-new parade.
Woo!
An all-new parade
So
is soon to be going down the middle of Main Street, USA. It's called Magic Happens. And it celebrates awe-inspiring moments of magic that are at the heart of so many Disney stories. It features stunning floats, beautiful costumes, and beloved Disney characters from Moana, Coco, Sleeping Beauty, and more, all led by Mickey Mouse and the gang. Part of the second phase of development will be an all-new adventure that put guests, or should I say, all of you recruits, into a test to thrilling experience alongside the Avengers. And for the very first time, we all get to step aboard a Quinjet.
Wow!
And fly to Wakanda. Now, we've already announced this attraction will feature an invention, right? Remember the storytelling coaster that rotates to focus on where the action is? But what we didn't tell you is that coaster will also feature our first ever reverse launch into space.
What?
It's going to be awesome. And I'm happy to announce that the name of this blockbuster attraction will be Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Oh, I love it. I love it. We just got out of the parks panel. Thoughts, feels. Okay, favorite thing.
Favorite thing? The Star Wars Hotel.
Okay.
And more
anything that was
details.
announced that you were like, wow, that was surprising, or oh, that was cool.
I just like the general idea that we all talked about it for so long that it was going to be like a cruise, and they're leaning into it to the point where they're calling it like a port excursion to Batu.
Yep.
And like, you know, you move like you're almost tender like it's a cruise. So I'm glad that they're leaning as heavily as they need to into really driving home that this is not just like a hotel where you get a room and you stay there.
Like
and
it's like a land cruise.
Yeah, and they're leaning into how it's immersive, and that's all great because that's what it needs to be. And I guess we'll get more details. I don't know. Seeing the art, I was happy to see more art for it. To me, that's it. Like, cool, all that stuff, that Epcot stuff is really nice.
I thought it was great. Well, first of all, I really like the new Epcot anthem. That's what they were calling it, the anthem, the theme of the park. I think it was beautiful. I think there was it still felt like Epcot, so I feel like the composer did a really good job of like not making it seem too extreme one way or the other.
There are gonna be people who are upset because there's no synth in it, but you know what? The 80s are
Whatever,
over.
yeah, 80s are over. Mary Poppins was a fun surprise. Cool. Dick Van Dyke came out and I cried because I love that man and I was so excited to see him in person. Came out, he said, first ever Mary Poppins attraction in any park is coming. It was interesting that they said that the new nighttime show is going to be in Epcot, like the biggest one in all the parks. I wonder what that means. Like, what is that going to lead up to?
For fireworks and effects and probably budget and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like the song for this new parade in Disneyland.
Oh, it's so energetic. I feel like it's following the Paint the Night vibe of like, let's have a party, let's celebrate.
They're building new floats. Thank God. Can we finally melt down the
Stop.
That's my biggest fear, is that they'll send it back to us.
What I thought was really interesting was the Imagineer that's working on Epcot set this line where he was like talking about all the rides that he grew up with, and he said that those rides aren't what tied me to Epcot. It was the feeling that it invokes. And it was interesting because I feel like it was a way of saying,
get ready.
Don't hold on to the old rides because that is not, you know what I mean?
Being the head of Imagineering, and he was a great guy. He was so spry and so funny and so sharp. He literally like put me in my place for like the whole hour. And we have a really cute clip. Take a look.
That's just inner space. And this was Disney's answer to Haight-Ashbury, I think, at the time. It was a wild trip, and Claude was the genius who put all the things you saw in there together.
That was the makeout, though.
It was a makeout, right?
You told me it was the makeout.
Yeah.
You had to use Old Spice when you went on there.
Marty passed away about a week after that. But to me, he will always be the keeper of the keys, Conscience, the Jiminy Cricket of this organization, and he is very much missed. All right. And returns from a whole new generation of films, including The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Toy Story 2, and Monsters Inc. Please welcome Floyd Roman.
And Disneyland Paris, it's Tony Baxter. Woo!
He's a prolific producer, director, artist, and author who was behind such films as Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Waking Sleeping Beauty, Frankenweenie, and Maleficent. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Don Hahn.
Is at the forefront of a new generation of talented filmmakers at Walt Disney Animation Studios. Paul was head of the story on Oscar-winning features Frozen and Big Hero 6. His directorial debut, Disney Animation's 2020 feature Raya and the Last Dragon, was announced just yesterday here at D23 Expo with our new best friend, Paul Ritz.
And he climbed up in the towers of Notre Dame and he saw carved into the rocks the word fate. And that was his inspiration for writing this amazing piece of literature. And so we did. We got access to the towers and the bells of Notre Dame, climbed way the heck up in the air. And there's something about it. It's the emotional travel that you're talking about, where you're absolutely transported not just to another time, but to another ethic and aesthetic and cultural time. It's like time travel to stand there and look at these bells that were forged 300 and 400 years ago, and the beams that have been up there from oak trees that grew 400 years ago. And it's emotional. And then you have a setting that you can put those characters in. And that setting becomes the storytelling as much as the characters themselves. So yeah, that travel was really moving, and the wine was really good too.
Okay, so we went into the Disney store. Rob had a reservation with a +1, so here we are. I already got the Donald jacket that's here because we had a friend who went yesterday. But now I'm just here to check out the other Donald stuff and see what we want. There's a lot of really cute stuff, but I'm going for the Donald. Which is, oh, that is a cute shirt. Look at that. I bet you they don't have my size though. So apparently they had extra small jackets. I should have went for that instead of small. Oh well. Look at this hat. Oh my gosh. I don't even wear hats, but I want this hat.